Welcome to Positive Atheism English channel. Today, in continuation of our program, Leaves from Gora's Life, written by Dr. Sharma Marla from West Germany, I am going to read out you today regarding problem of unwed mothers. As the atheists were going on with this atheistic ideology, with items of programs in the political, economic, and social fields, another program, domestic in appearance, but more general in its application, came to Gora. It was the problem of unwed mothers. In India, an unwed mother is considered to have committed the height of crime. When he went to Europe and America, he could realize that the unwed mothers also have a place in the society. In America, there were so many homes to take care of these unwed mothers. One home did not like to call them unwed mothers, and so they called them young mothers. Nevertheless, even today, the unwed mothers are not getting anywhere the same status as ordinary mothers. In India, it's a very severe problem. Either they have abortions or they commit suicide. This pregnancy is peculiar anatomically to women. If men also got pregnant, then there won't be this slander. This is a stigma only to a woman. The pregnancy has a special disadvantage to the woman, who is also equally guilty with the man who escapes soft free. Motherhood is a special feature of women. Gora thought he must solve this problem. The stigma of the woman should go. And at the same time, another problem came to him. So long his children did not have regular education, they were running the printing press and getting a little educated there. They did not have regular educational qualifications. So he told his second daughter, Maitri, that she should be educated. As he himself was educated in colleges and private examinations could be taken up in the Andhra area, he put her in the entrance examination. She passed the examinations and ultimately she took her MA degree. Later, she was very good running an institution itself. She is very bold and very wise. She understands the problems of the unwed mothers. And Gora hoped that very soon she will run an institution for unwed mothers openly. There is one institution in Hyderabad, but it receives unwed mothers secretly. This problem should be made open, otherwise cannot be solved. So they hoped that in the course of time, they will be able to run a home to receive unwed mothers and make them feel they are honorable and respectable in the society like anybody else. It is a problem for women, especially for women, just as the blacks' problem is especially for Negroes. And as humans, we have to face the problem of color bars and unwed mothership. We should respect motherhood and give her equal respect. On account of pregnancy, the woman is downtrodden, just as the Negroes are downtrodden. We should take the problem at the human level, Gora always says. When Gora's daughter Maitri started education, he thought he should give education to the other children also side by side. And the first two of his children, first daughter Manorama, second Lavanam, his son, both of them did not have the advantage of schooling because they were already grown up. And from the third daughter on, all his other children got education, and most of them are double graduates, MAs, MScs, and doctors. In connection with this education, there was another experience of him. All his children are atheistic. They passed the entrance examination because they learned Hindi at first. Though he had no alternative to the entrance examination system, bad in itself, he had to compromise with that as there was no alternative. He would like a better system of education, a better alternative. So he allowed his children also to go to school and study. Several friends helped him in that. His second son and third son passed the entrance examinations in first class. They got admission in a Christian college at the place where he was living at Patamata, Vijayawada. His children are atheistic in their ideology. In the form for admission, they had to mention caste and religion. His children, being atheistic in ideology, crossed these two columns, saying nil and nil in these two cases. They have neither religion nor caste, they are just human. But the principal refused to admit his children as they did not have religion. Gora had a discussion with the principal. He himself was working in colleges. He knows that no educational institution can refuse permission to a student to get admitted simply because he doesn't believe in religion. The system is secular. The grants from government could be stopped if anybody refuses admission to a student on the score of disbelief in religion. He explained the matter, but the principal refused to admit his children as the Christian institution believed in God. He referred the matter to the Ministry of Education and to the Vice Chancellor of the university and asked for explanation. And very sorry to find that the principal, instead of sticking to his stand and saying that he wouldn't admit students who did not believe in religion, just gave the reply that there were no seats. He escaped out of the situation, but that's wrong. Nevertheless, his children could not get admission to that college which was very close to them. So they had to seek admission to another college and go 3 miles to and fro every day. That was about 6 miles to go on cycle for both of them. So this experience shows when they take to atheistic ideology, how they have to face the whole city that is theistic. Every bit of the life is based on theistic ideology. Gora also thought about the theistic songs in the cultural aspect. They refused to sing these songs because they had the theistic words. That's very good. So, when they take to atheistic ideology, they must find an alternative to everything and they cannot complain when this institution outcasts them. They don't complain. The Indian government calls itself secular, but it is not able to implement its secular ideology. It is necessary for the atheists, therefore, to change the system of society and then create atheistic alternatives to all economic, political, educational, cultural, and other aspects of life. The building up of all the atheistic alternatives is the abolition of castes. That's why they have taken to several programs. Now they are running an institution called Vasavya Vidyalaya. They too are obliged to send the students to private examinations, that is matriculation, the entrance examination to the university, as they don't have the full educational alternative, the atheistic alternative. But they are giving them casteless education in the sense that in the school, they don't allow the mention of the caste. They tell them God is an idea. And this education institution is run by Gora's second daughter Maitri and his daughter-in-law Lavanam's wife Hamalata. These two are the principal teachers there. They have a few paid teachers too. His other children also work there. So they are building up a small institution to give an atheistic alternative in a very modest way. They are fighting their own way there too. His fourth son, Niyanta, has taken his master's degree of science in applied physics. He too is working there. They have a laboratory which is donated to them by Sri Shivanarayan Agarwal, the proprietor of Dholpur Glass Works. He came to the institution struggling to create an alternative to the educational methods. They are using that laboratory to conduct exhibitions which expel superstitions. They invite many of the downtrodden people to these exhibitions. They are giving these scientific explanations to common superstitions like fire walking. They try to explain the superstitions in a scientific way. Of course, they are conducting science exhibitions in the educational aspect also. They are trying to create this atheistic attitude, especially with regard to the problem of unwed mothers. They are very sympathetic. They have received some unwed mothers, but they have not been bold enough to face the problem, though he said that he would stand by them. And that ends here. And in the next episode, I shall read out you regarding the education and marriage of Gora children. Thank you.
For more videos, please subscribe to our Positive Atheism English channel presented by Dr. Samaram Multi-Channel Network, which has more than 18 crore views, and click the bell icon for notification of our new videos.
Please download Samaram Multi-Channel app and watch your favorite channels from your mobile. App available on Google Play Store and subscribe to the channels.